Huh? Okay, yeah, please.
I really like the way you laid out all the 10 stages. I like that. And I also like and understood staying in that place of joy, happiness, equanimity. And I try and practice it. But the question I have is this. Well, it happens more than we would like, or we would like it to happen less frequently. We get irritated with things, we get angry with things. That happens in the day. So the reality is it happens. We cannot say that it's not going to happen or control that. So when it happens, what is your suggestion and advice for minimizing the length of time you stay in that place and how you recover and move back to being in that place of equanimity? So I want to reduce the damage.
That's true. We all want that. The question is that, yes, really, it makes us off our balance.
Yes.
And it is very natural. Hey, Alex, could you go and bring the Gita? If you go on my desk, right side. So, we are human. So, till you reach that state of perfect equilibrium, this type of thing, swinging will happen. I can keep my peace for some time, and when something comes, I get shaken and lose that, and then come back again to balance. So this is a ongoing process. It will continue, but we have to do only more and more how we can stabilize ourselves by our spiritual practice. What will happen? Then things will come, but it will not be able to penetrate so much here. Because we live in the external normally. Suppose, just very simple example, when we are in a very joyful mood inside, and someone tells me something wrong, irritating, but because of my mood, I take it loosely. I can joke about that also, and it does not affect me. But suppose I am in a bad mood and someone says something good, that also becomes irritation to me. No, so that's psychology is that. That means this the mind, to keep the mind in a particular special mood of peace, as much as we can keep. These external things will be calm, but it will not make me out of balance. So this is a practice. And also, there are different practice. One, we love God and we pray to God. And as much as I go to God, God is full of love, peace and harmony. So naturally harmony and peace will come. Another way of analyzing the thing. If we analyze the object, or the cause of irritation, and yes, there may be some justified reason that I should get irritated, but there is no justified anger. We do justify. I was angry because you did like that. That's true. But I was angry because I lost my balance. And who is getting the benefit of it or losing the peace? It is me. So if I analyze, okay, it has happened, and somebody said I like that, which should not be, but still, it has happened. So why am I taking it so seriously? It is how we intake the situation, how much seriously we take it. Its value remains on that. And if you don't give much value to it, you will find that it is valueless to you. So it is a learning process. And learning process, praying process, that's why we use the 4 tools in Vedanta. Jnana, Karma, Yoga, Bhakti. These are the 4 tools which can help us to pacify the mind. Whatever tool is necessary, apply that tool during that moment. You get engrossed into some activity, so that when you get engrossed into the activity, your mind gets digressed. Huh? And you know and believe that people will be talking something wrong. We take into our account that why people will say like that. Why he says this wrong thing to me. No? My expectation, there will be no such wrong thing, only everything should be good, only other people should not behave. And all this idealistic thing I am creating in my mind. But if I take opposite stand, yes, this world is a mixture of Sattva, Guna, Rajas and Tamas, three qualities. So it will happen sometimes. Sattvika quality will possess me, sometimes Rajas quality. So why to expect that everything will be good, 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 good? Let there be something bad also. and it comes. We need not have to welcome it, but it comes in our life. Who is there in the world who have no irritational environment? He goes into the irritational environment. Or people make you irritated, though you want to keep your peace, but circumstances forces you. But we have to analyze, is my problem. I will have to rise above. If I don't, I am a failure. So, giving all these considerations, then taking the path of bhakti, surrendering. Even someone is saying something wrong, we can pray for him. Oh Lord, please help him. You see, then you become, you take a higher stand then. If someone is trying to tell that you are good or bad or whatever, because of someone saying something, we should not be affected that. I am not that. People may have their concept, let it be. So bhakti, prayer can be another thing. Pray for the welfare of all, even who blame you. That's a great virtue. We can develop those virtues also at that moment. And there is a verse in the Jivan Mukti Viveka. There is a beautiful verse. Come here, there is seat here. Sit. You can sit one. One person sit in this here. Okay. But no one is sitting, so you comfortable. No one is going that side. That's good. So in the Jivan Mukti Vivek, there is a verse which is said that the verse comes that some people find joy in criticizing, no? Even there is no reason, and you don't have any connection with that person, but he is very happy if he can really. Yeah, thank you, both. So he said that he gave a beautiful argument. That's Jivan Mukti Vivek, Vidyaranya Swami, who was a king and he renounced everything and became a monk. So he said that mat nindaya, by criticizing me, by blaming me, yodi lokaha paritushyati, if someone finds great satisfaction. So what a great blessing for me. Why? Because by criticizing me, by blaming me, he is finding joy. And he says, to give joy to anybody, no, it is very difficult. And either you have to spend money, take him to restaurant to feed something, to give joy to somebody, or take him to some entertainment center or some movie. But you don't spend money, don't spend time, and seeing you, he or she criticizes you. Okay, what a joy! Let him be happy. So it's a different attitude altogether.
Swamiji,
yeah, please.
Swamiji, I have personally had a problem with devotion all my life, probably because I grew up in an Arya Samaji family, you know. But I found your lecture to be very powerfully moving, you know, today. all the descriptions of the 7 stages. Swami Vivekananda's commentary on Narada Bhakti Sutra, can you talk a little bit about that? Few words.
He will not say anything different from this, but what he said, bhakti has 2 categories, Vaidhi Bhakti, Para Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti means ritualistic performances, mantra, chanting, going to pilgrimage, going to temple. These are the beginner stage. And that also starts with selfish motivation. I want this, oh Lord, give me a job. Yeah, that's good. Oh Lord, I am in distress, help me. So that is also at the beginning stage. Then devotion matures. Then it will say, I don't ask anything from you. You do whatever you like. You know my past, present, future. You are more than my earthly mother, you are more than my earthly father. You are more than my earthly friend. So, if under these circumstances, I need not have to ask anything from you. You do whatever you like. Whatever you do, that is good for me. So that is the devotion increasing. Selfish motivations are just disappearing gradually. And that selfless motivation is happening. And that a point will come only love for love's sake. What the gopis, last examples, gopis, Radharani, for Krishna, this type of love. No expectation, nothing. I only give myself to you. Finish. No return, no expectation. Giving is my joy. And that leads us into that state of this, exactly the same thing. The ecstatic joy will come, ecstatic love will come, ecstatic feeling of oneness will come. Bhakti Yoga, please read that. It's a very beautiful book. Swamiji has, in a nutshell, given the whole concept of it.
Okay, so he was not talking about Narada Bhakti Sutra?
Narada Bhakti Sutra means, if he has not gone through the Narada Bhakti Sutras, bhas. So what he said, he talked about bhakti. There, all the philosophies of Narada, Sandilya, Garga, they will be there.
Much more.
Right.
But the final stage is the same, of unity.
Yeah, final is.
Sublimation is the same.
I was just commenting on the earlier question. Like there are great examples like Buddha. Sometimes people made one person to just yell at him all the time.
Right.
And in front of the crowd, and Buddha says he was laughing all the time. At the end, this guy gets irritated. The person who's trying to irritate Buddha, and he says, "How come you are laughing all the time or smiling all the time?" And Buddha says, "No, you're trying to give me a gift that doesn't belong to me. It's yours. You take it back."
Another thing, that is a story. So one person came to Buddha and started abusing him in so many bad languages. He went on and on and on. And Buddha didn't say. At the end, when he's got exhausted, how long he will speak? One-sided traffic is not... both sides makes it very palatable. But it's one-sided only. And he's so calm. And then ultimately said, okay, suppose you brought a gift. And you gave it to the person. And he said, sorry, I don't take it. Where does it go back? He forgot that he's putting him into trouble. Buddha, by this question, he is making that man who was abusing him so long, he said, then where does it go back? He said, it goes, if the gift is not accepted, it goes back to the person who has brought it. So also, I don't take anything of yours, so it goes back to you. But to keep that steadiness only is a result of his realization of the truth. We get very easily disturbed. Why? Our foundation is very weak. as deep is the foundation, movement is less, reaction is less, because you know you are grounded into the truth. And this world will be like that. If it is not, it is no more world. If everyone is honest, everyone is truthful, no one cheats another, and no one abuses another, then what is this world? It is monotonous world. Boring world. Giving the example, like in a movie, the producers, some movie producers, they want all such movies where attention will be there, and every moment everyone's attention will be, And if you any producer creates a movie where all the participants are went there, and they are very loving and caring, and they start and they sat and start meditating 1 hour. Will that movie work? No one will visit that movie. So, excitement is necessary for this world.
But are we causing that, or is God causing that excitement?
If we say, both ways, we can say, if we say we are causing because we love this play. How many people really, we say, horror movies, how popular are they? Baba. But horror is a horror to me. I can't look at that. But they are making good money. That means there are people who love it. Yeah. See, psychologically we love that type of thing. Though we say I don't like, but in a deeper depth of my mind, there is a part of it which relishes though with this. So our mind is, so long we are in the level of the 3 gunas, all these diversities is a must. And who is going beyond the gunas, he is becoming calm and serene, undisturbed. Little disturbance, but goes away.
But we still have our duties to do in the world, and sometimes those duties create conflicts, and we have to still deal with that.
And deal with that as best, keeping the calmness in mind. We have to think that what am I doing? What is my goal? This duty I am doing to be spiritual. But how much I can do, keeping my balance of mind, I'll have to try and try and try. Maybe I fail 50 times, but one time, then it will be 49 times. I succeeded one. Like that.
Swami, in your talk, you talked about giving your deeds and actions, offering them to the Lord, and all your karmas to the Lord. But we still have to suffer the results of our karma, or reap the rewards of our karma, don't we?
That's true, but if you really wholeheartedly give it to God, that is not in your account. Account transferred. Account transferred. Your account, it will be not. It is not. It will be seen in God's account, and He can manage. In the cosmic plane. That's why Girish Ghosh and others, they did so much of karma and gave it to Thakur. What is his only beauty is that Girish was totally surrendered to Ramakrishna.
That's all.
That's not an easy path.
Right.
That's samarpana, putting everything on his feet.
But we can start. It is not difficult. It's difficult to draw, but we have to start now.
Right. That will transform our whole swabhava.
Suppose I fail, we look at the failures. What is the failure? Failure is a pillar of success. If I fail today, try tomorrow, and one day I will be successful. And by God's grace it will happen. So power is there, only we have to, and difficult, you see, even to get a graduate degree, how much difficult. To get a grade A was not an easy thing. Those who are successful here, how much you study you did and this. So it is difficult. And you are reaching a point where you are all earthly suffering and pain will be not able to affect you, that's a greater price. So we'll have to pay for that.
But some causes of irritation have greater consequences.
Everything has a consequence, no?
Some are greater consequences, and
Yeah.
the ones that cause the most irritation, the most difficult to control,
Right.
are the ones that have the greater consequences.
That's true. But you will be affected less. Whatever consequence is there, if one can make a balance like that, it will be affected, because less affected. Reaction will be less.
Swami, when I was younger, I used to get angry on mundane stuff and then blame somebody else for the anger. After all these years and a lot of meditation, I still get angry. But I'm observing myself get angry, not that, but I can't do anything about it. I still get angry, even I'm looking at myself as a witness, being angry towards stupid stuff, but I can't stop that.
We are doing that afterwards, no? Suppose some situation came and it is human, no? With two things, what we call the reflex action. Reflex action, you are going, suddenly you find a snake on your path. What will happen? You will jump out of fear. That's called the reflex action. Someone says some stupid thing, instantly it touches your eardrum. You get what? Natural. What is very natural. And you can get angry and mad. But if practice is much, before saying what, my mind will say, stop, let us analyze, and then react. That is the step-by-step progress. So we have to be watchful. We get instant reaction. Can we keep some moment for me to watch, stop, watch, and then react? So these are different techniques, sometimes you say, people say, even not spiritual people, you say, you are having to say something, and you are getting angry, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is, you give some time what to say, what not to say. Huh? Yes.
Well, whether it's Swami Ramakrishna or Shankara or Saint Francis or Jalaluddin Rumi, whoever, these people have all reached the nirvikalpa samadhi, the non-objectified samadhi, and the ultimate experience of it. So at that point, I'm sure people wonder whether when they do these acts of devotion, they're really doing it to themselves. As somebody who has been united with the Brahman, and you come down from that stage, you still have that memory of being one with the ultimate God. So any acts of devotion are from you to yourself. Doesn't that become a little boring or meaningless at some point to them?
For myself?
Yeah.
What? What is for myself?
you have
Your eye is going down. For yourself, it starts for yourself. But ultimately, where do you go? Your you is gone. So long you is not gone, you are not a devotee.
So when you come down to the human plane,
That-
then from that's when you do the devotion.
No, devotion, I don't understand. Devotion, the path, you are following the path of devotion and you reach union there. When you come down, every one will come to the level of body, mind, consciousness. Vedanta says they are becoming Jivan Muktas. They live while awakened. They see the divine everyone. So if you are a devotee, you following that path you go. You come down and then you see Ramakrishna Swami, Mother everywhere. Krishna devotees see Krishna, Krishna, Krishna everywhere. And Rama devotees see Rama, Rama, Rama everywhere. So they experience the same even coming down also. And that is the real love. Because that's why they can look equally to everyone, because they are seeing the inner reality in each.
So when at that stage, when you make an offering of a flower or a prayer or whatever, it's from you to you again.
Yeah, but after that you don't need to offer flower anymore.
And yet these highly advanced souls, they continue the devotion.
For us. to show that what, yeah, we will learn that we should have to do. And after that, if you see, actually, if you are a realized soul, then you really see whatever you are doing, you are offering to yourself. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, by helping others, who is being helped? Because who you are thinking you are helping others, there is no other. It is you. You in that body. That real consciousness in me, in that body, that body, that body. So what you are doing, you are not doing for anybody. You are doing for yourself only. So that oneness comes. And they are coming from that experience, therefore they are established in that oneness. We will have to think in that way to reach that oneness. The spiritual path is the same, no? You follow the path of devotion or knowledge or dhanam or karma, whatever you say, the practice is chitta suddhi. The whole philosophy of spiritual life is purification of our mind. Whether we know it consciously, the bhakti path, or as you said, that you do your duties and your mind will be pure. Because you know, if you are dutiful to your own duties, you are so truthful, you have to be very careful. Your false steps should not be there. Because you are a man established in your own dharma. That's why the language dharma cannot be translated in a better way. But dharma means that which holds you. You as a woman, you have your dharma. You as a mother, you have your dharma. Father, you have a dharma. So you have your dharma means your characteristic, which makes you noble in that particular phase of your life, in particular journey of your life. So think that I will be perfect in that place. So for that perfection, how much care, attention, mental observation and corrections are necessary. So that purifies the mind. And everything what we talked about, 11 points, all are purification and purification and purification. As the purification is happening, vaster horizon of truth is revealing. Truth and more truth and more truth.
One thing that struck me about the progression of the different stages was that it went from the master servant all the way down to the baby, but it seemed like that sequence is a little bit arbitrary. Maybe you could start with the baby and work up to being
but
or
no.
No?
Now here explanation is that duality, the attitude of duality starts. He is the master, Lord of the world, I am his servant. Awe is there, grandeur is there. He is up above, I am here. But I love him. A servant can love a boss. But there is awe, separation, distinctive features are there. Now, when it turns from swad, that to dasya to what you call it, friendship. Next step they have mentioned as friendship, love for friend. In the friendship, you see, focus on that side. In the friendship side, the awe, glory, honor and separation is much less. Oh, my friend, you are a friend. We are equal. See, love is there. Equality is the point. Not you are in high heaven and I am your servant. Not that much separation. You have to look at that side of the example. Now you go to the next attitude. From friendship to God is my dependent. I don't have a glory. I love you, but you are dependent on me. If I don't take care of you, you will be hungry today. If I not put you to bed, you will not be able to sleep today. So that is a love, at the same time, more personalized, intimate, closer. Like that. Husband, wife, really, when they love each other, they don't distinguish that I am glorious, I am higher, I know this, you know no. And that may be at the beginning stage. So that relationship is the highest because the duality ends there. And then goes among the Radharani's love is the highest love because there is only giving and giving, no return. There is no expectation of anything. And ultimately says, you merge. Then who will say, who is husband, who is wife, who is son, who is father, who is mother? All relationship is dissolved into that. That is the Advaita stand.
Well, question: Where does the relationship of God is my mother, God is my father fit into that? Is that
Also same.
same as servant, or
Either the no, child and ma, parent and the child. Same. It can be ma and God may be my mother. I am his son. Same second relationship.
second relationship?
Third relationship. First is the servant.
Master and servant.
Huh?
Master and
Master and
servant. Next to
servant.
the friend and
The friend. Third is this one.
A friend, and then followed by
And
God is mother, father.
third. Or God is my child.
Okay.
When we come back from that merging, though, now there may be different levels of merging, but doesn't our ego reassert itself? Or?
Oh, of course, that is a pure ego. When we go with our impure ego becoming purer and purer and purer, and you merge there, your total ego is lost. And then you come back with that purity of your mind, you see a different world altogether. You can come down like that. Then the whole world is different. The same world, it is transformed into some divine thing. There is no suffering, no joy. In the duality, which level they come down, but this oneness does not go away. The question is that once you attain that oneness in devotional path or anywhere, that will never leave you. You will feel the connectedness.
Was there not an example of just that thing where Vivekananda and Ramakrishna were up there in perfect peace, perfect bliss, perfect completion? And one of them said to the other, which one it was of them was a baby on the other, and it seemed like it was reversed in my mind, and they said, you have to go down. And when that one came down, to get back into the dense world, one adopts a little bit of ego.
Of course, you will have to.
With the associated pain and fatigue that Vivekananda found. Could you talk a little bit about that? That was such a beautiful...
But they are not overwhelmed like us. That is the same point. We talked about that. When they come out of that experience, it is like once we are going from here to the absolute oneness. No? Our journey is going from here to there. And they are coming down from there to here. That's why their mind is so pure, but they do coming down for the good of humanity only. And in this level, their mind is still working. Otherwise, how they will eat? How they will talk? They have the body. So, we are forced by our karma to have this body, have this mind. But they are willingly accepted the weakness of a human personality. And that is the way they come down and act like us. But they are one part of their mind, they are constantly in communion with the totality. And that's why their behavior, their work, this is so different from ours. They also, as they progress in life, as we see, Ramakrishna is meditating, Ramakrishna is crying, Ramakrishna is saying, "Oh Lord, please give your vision. Oh Mother, where are you?" Huh? Like any earthly person. But they are doing this, accepting this ignorance to function in the world, to set an example. But their internal soul is so pure that with a little thing, the truth sparks inside.
Another point, I understand that far from being boring up there,
No, there is no boring.
this perfect peace is far from boring, and they had to be convinced to come.
No. The point is that, we are thinking human love and affection is boring. That's why your concept is coming there is some boring. There is no boring because your eye is merged into the infinite bliss. Who will be boring? If the mind is not there, who will be feeling the boredom? Huh? Because mind is there, intellect is there, ego is there, then you feel boredom. But if everything dissolves into that one and one absolute, that is the distinction. In this earth, even you achieve whatever you wanted to achieve, but after sometimes the same thing become boring-some. Huh? I am giving the example I give many times. I like ice cream and you give me ice cream. Ice cream I like. So you give me one scoop. I say, wonderful, wonderful. Then he said, oh, you like it, Swami. Okay, give me another scoop. No. Acha, give me. Then I enjoy that. Now you give me 3. Now you give me 4. Now you give me 20. Then you give me 50. You will have to eat it because you love it. Then what is that? That is the way of the worldly joy. Worldly joy, what is good at the beginning, but with this time, it is a torture. It is a boredom, monotony. Monotony comes. But it is no monotony there. Monotony is respect to multiplicity. But there is only one, and that is everlasting joy, and you merge into that identity, and you get a glimpse of that. You cannot be anymore. Anywhere, you don't see anything but that truth. Gita says, suppose in the sky, if 1,000 suns appear at a moment, and you could see with your eyes, will you be able to forget that glow after 20 years even? If you have seen that glow. So that is the glow of the divine wisdom experience. If one touches your heart, you cannot forget that bliss, everlasting bliss. It percolates through your every being, pores of your body, mind, emotion, even the cells will be permeated with that. That's why they get horripilation all over the body, no? Spiritual people get easily horripilation all over the body. Ramakrishna. Once in the name of Mother Kali or Krishna or Rama or Christ, boom, he is gone. He cannot stop himself. He goes instantly. What a treasure we have inside here, but we do not know to tap it. We get engaged in so many things outside, very important, but this important is no important to us.
Swami, how do I know that I'm on the right path and I'm progressing and my mind is getting pure?
You will be you'll feeling the peace inside, you will feel the joy, you will feel the love for others, you will find less fault with others, your eyes will be seeing something, the glow of the Lord's smile everywhere. As much as we move, it will be all bliss and bliss and bliss and peace and peace and peace. Light and more light. Yes, Christ, our Swami Prabhupada Swami used to say, light and more light and more light. And you will find that what a glorious life we are missing so many years of our life. Even one day you have a good meditation. That meditation you remember after 20 days. It gives you a boosting. Yes.
The name of the book you said was so beautiful to read.
Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga.
Or Bhakti Yoga.
No. Bhakti Yoga. No, you asked me. 4 yoga books are available. So of Swami Vivekananda, at least read. Raja Yoga will be little difficult. Dhyana Yoga, a meditation. But the 3, karma, because you work, and bhakti, devotion, and jnana, Arthat, the discrimination of or discernment of this universe. What is the permanent, what is the impermanent, what is real, what is unreal, that type of talk. The 3 books you can get it, one by one you can get it. So, what next? Gita should be, we should read little Gita. Oh ma, already time is gone. Okay. So we'll go for Gita reading then. Thank you all. And I may not have to go, but who wants to go, please go. You are free.
Swami, can I say something?
Yeah.
There was a phone left at the San Diego
Listen, one thing.
There was a phone left at the San Diego Center. If anybody is here to pick it up, I have it.
Is it a good one?
I couldn't get to turn on.
Acha, anyone is going to Parliament, anyone wants to go to Parliament, then
What's the website? Parliament?
you can take it.
I don't need a paper.
Parliamentofreligions.org.
S with the end at the end? Or Parliament of Religions?
Gians.org.
May I have a paper?
Yeah.
Thank I don't have a paper.
Okay. But you have to contact through the computer and register there.
Okay. Okay.
And that they will give you the hotel information, which is cheaper or which is...
It's in Salt Lake City?
No, here.
Okay.
If you have any friend, you can stay with them, no problem.
Yeah, I do have a friend.
Oh, so
Read my mind.
well, good. Huh?
I'm interested in Parliament.
Oh, yeah, please. Please.
I was asking the volunteer in the bookstore about the 12 steps you described in sermon this morning.
Oh.
And if it was listed somewhere in a book, does it come from a particular book? I'm not familiar with that.
They don't know, but it is a part of a book of devotional script. It is called Sri Chaitanya's Life.
Called what?
It is. I do not know. It is translated. I can find out for you. You can give me your contact number, then I can refer you.
Because he said, the only thing
No, he cannot.
They're like the 8 steps of yoga, the Brahma yoga.
You can read the Swami Vivekananda's Bhakti Yoga.
Bhakti yoga, it's there.
Yeah, not this way. It is much detailed here. It is in the life of Sri Chaitanya, whom I referred that saintly person who had the correspondence and communion with the scholar.
I see.
Then that book. It is called. You will not
Bhakti?
be Bhakti.
Let me have a pen. If you don't.
Where is my pen? Is gone. Acha. Hey, start. What page?
What page are we on?
What page we are?
Chapter 13.
Page.
711.
Acha. Page.
711.
Are we going to start chapter 13? Because or is there 11 happen? Somebody do it.
That was, no, that's...
Chapter 13, 28, 29.
Okay. And that book, everyone, that will be.
It's a conversation.
It is a book, but we may not have the book.
They don't have that, you say.
It's maybe in English translation. We need English translation of it. But if you want, I can try to find out for you. Translation is needed from Hare Krishna.
Might have to get in India.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. I can help you. If you give me your number, then I can.
Yeah, I mean, you have the number in my car.
Achha.
Back to you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Achha, thank you. Laura, to page number.
Well, we're on page 710 and chapter 13, verse 20.
7:10. Okay. Now let us go. We are already late. Only few minutes are there. Okay. So 28th verse we read before on chapter 13. It says, because he who sees the Lord seated in same everywhere destroys not the self by the self, therefore he reaches the supreme goal. That means this is a verse, samam pashyan hi sarvatra, the sadhaka, the spiritual aspirant, who tries to see God in everyone's heart. Samam means the same, one, which not changes. Everything changes, no? Who does not change? That reality we call Krishna, Rama, or you can say God, you can say Atma, Atman, whatever you say, that unchangeable truth, yes, he can see. Samang Pashyan hi sarvatra, sama avasthitam ishwaram, that Ishvara, the Lord, who resides in everyone's heart. If you can see that, no hinasti, he cannot hurt himself. If I hurt you, I am hurting myself, is it not? If the same Lord is here, if the same Lord is there, so how can I hurt you? By hurting you, I am hurting myself. So that is the bhar. No, and therefore as a result, he reaches the highest goal. With eyes open, he reaches the highest goal. With eyes closed, in your meditation you can reach that, but with eyes open, you can do that, and your attitude changes, your spiritual wisdom changes, and you cannot hurt anyone. Holy Mother said, my child, try to find fault with yourself. Don't see fault with others. The world is not stranger. Try to make the world your own. That is the point. The whole world is ours. We see the outside only. We see the outside reactions of the body, mind. But inside is the same consciousness which makes my body move, your body move, everyone's body moving, your thought moving, your understanding is working. Unless that consciousness is here, it is all dead. Mouth will not speak, eyes will not see, ears will not hear. But we are always supported by the same consciousness. But we have to see that consciousness in everyone. Call it God, call it Rama, call it Atman, call it Krishna, call it Ma, it matters little. So, samavasthitam, equally, sama means equally, avasthita means stabilized, stable in everyone's heart. Samavasthitam ishwaram. And he cannot, no hinasti, he cannot hurt anyone, injure anyone, because injuring others you will feel, I am injuring myself. That is the, you have the verse in translation? Read it.
Want me to read that? Thus ever aware of the omnipresent, always about him, he offers no outrage to his own atman. He hides the face of God beneath ego no longer. Therefore he reaches that bliss which is the highest.
Good. Now, but when you see that, what happens? Don't you work in the life? Seeing that oneness everywhere? Next verse, 29. Prakritaiva chakarmani kriya manani sarvasa yah pashyati tathatmanam akartaram sapashyati. This whole universe, prakritaiva cha karmani kriyamanani. The activity going on in the whole world is only by the Prakriti. Prakriti does the karma. Prakriti means nature. As you give the example, you remember again, this water is boiling in the pot and pan with rice or potatoes, but it does not run by itself. Heat is behind. But all the jumping is going on in the nature. Pot, pan, rice, water. These are the Prakriti, nature. And all activity is done by the Prakriti. But Purusha is there as a conscious entity behind everywhere. So, Prakriti cha karmani kriyamanani. All these activities are done by Prakriti. But inert material, they are inert. The pot pan is inert. And conscious thing is the heat. So in us is conscious, God is the heat behind. And my eyes, ears, hand, feet, these are all nothing but pots and pans and jumping. My mind is jumping, eyes are blinking, hand is moving. This is nothing but jumping up, and this is all jara. Jara means inert. It's all prakriti, matter. And yah pashyati. Now he who understands tata atmanam, in me, who is then doing everything? Atma. That's Atman who is inside, is akartaram. He does not do anything. As myself, I don't do anything. As my prakriti, body, mind, that is functioning. understand this simple philosophy. My hand is working, my feet is working, my mind is working. As we talk, reaction, action, angry, happy, unhappy, all these things are going on. This is all in the Prakriti, not my divine nature. My divine nature does not do anything. It is there only. So if you can understand that your divine nature is a witness, is always there. Akartaram, it does not do anything. If you can see yourself, then your vision is perfect vision. You have the experience of the truth. So it is a very beautiful practice, everyday practice we can think. See, you say that, oh, I was so angry, I said so many things. Next you tell yourself, wow, who said? You said? You didn't say anything. You are the conscious entity, is you. Who said? Is your mind got reacted and your brain got the message and mouth spoke those words, muscles of the mouth and tongue movement. So it is all jada, 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 jada. I don't do anything. I am the conscious entity behind. If you can really, really believe this and really, really scientifically analyze that, yes, scientifically it can be analyzed. You are running the big car. You are the person conscious being sitting in the chair and you are putting some pressure and the whole engine is running and the headlight, backlight, right signal, left signal, this, that, everything is working. But who is the power behind? That Atma, who is behind, he is sitting. He does not move anywhere. You sit in your car. See, psychologically we think we are running. We don't do anything. You're like I am sitting here for 1 hour, you sit in your car 1 hour. And only your car moves, you think that I am driving. Driving is a psychological thing that you are moving. You are not moving anywhere. Never you thought that? I thought the other day that I am going for 2 or 3 hours journey. What I am doing? I am sitting in the same place and only doing the same thing. I am thinking I am going this place to that place. Psychologically you are going. But you are not moving. You are sitting in the same position of your seat for 2 hours, 3 hours. This is called, that's why Atma does not move. Engine moves. The car moves. This is the car. And it's all instrumentality. Yes?
Could you comment on a very common term, I think, used by people, lay people in here about karma, as though, oh, you must, something bad happens. You must have done something wrong.
Mm-hmm. That is a logical conclusion people say. If I spill this hot tea on my cloth, my body gets burned. It's the karma, result of karma, it's burning. If someone gives me one piece of ice with some coke, instead of eating, if it falls on my dress, the cool will be, my body will feel cool. This is the karma and karma's result. This is a more reasonable thing.
But no, more like something external to you. You must have done something to someone.
Yeah, that is the belief, because otherwise why it is coming to you? That's a karma theory says. You need not to believe that, but I am saying, I am giving the argument. Suppose out of 20 people, why it is coming to me, not to others. I may be in the same car, some car accident, 5 people in the same car, one got spot dead, another is perfectly okay, nothing happened, another got a little bruise and this and that. So who will suggest that why it is happening? Only karma theory gives a understanding. Maybe something has happened because of something past. But I do not know. I cannot tell you definitely. If you find another reasonable ground to explain this, accept that philosophy.
It just seems too simple, and it seems outside of,
Yeah.
the solidity.
I know when
trying to reach,
Yeah. When it happens, instantly we understand cause and effect. But when it happens in past, remote somewhere, we do not know, we forgot those. So maybe that may be one good explanation to understand why I am suffering this way, why I am feeling this way, why not the other one. So that is the one explanation, but not absolutely. We cannot say that is the explanation. Swami Vivekananda said, if you have any other explanation, take it. But so far, so rationality goes, this is most probably the reasonable way to think about. It is coming to me because maybe something sometime happened.
Swamiji, in the light of what chant he is reading, I think the karma and the dharma theory, if you can understand a little better, and you means like anyone, then I think that gives a much bigger picture. The original nature, that holds on to it, the swabhava, that's the dharma, the true nature of you, and the karma theory.
Well, for instance, you're clumsy, you have a bad leg, or you had a stroke, or you have reason to have spilled the coffee or the coke, right? So that would be your dharma.
No. I mean, dharma is the true nature. Karma is the karma in the America most often talk about bad karma. In the Sanskrit, papa and punya. Bad karma is papa, good karma is punya, and that whole theory with the theory of dharma or the true nature. Now we can talk offline, but I'm just saying that gives a much bigger picture about where this is leading to. Finally, it's the pure devotion.
Anyhow, we'll talk later. So, who has the book? Why not read? You can read, Laura.
Okay.
He verily
sees that all actions are done by Prakriti alone, and that Atman is actionless.
Go on.
Heat and light are inherent in the sun. Even so, Prakriti is inherent in Brahman. But on this account, Brahman undergoes no modification or pollution. Prakriti or Sakti is full of activities. The body of the Yoni belongs to Prakriti. Activities therefore may go on to any extent in it. The supreme state of the Yoni is in no way affected by it. He, the Atman, is actionless, while the body, which is seemingly his, is full of activities. He who intuits this is the enlightened one.
So this is the point. The ocean, calm ocean and turbulent ocean. Turbulent ocean is when it is in action. And the ocean, calm ocean, even it is turbulent, it is ocean. But we look at the turbulent side, then we say it is all happening in the active life. That is in the Prakriti, nature. Why nature? The ocean was calm. Some wind or storm came and make the surface of the ocean rise like that. That is the Prakriti doing. It is Prakriti is doing. Ocean is doing nothing. Given to the ocean is always calm and serene. When storm comes, the ocean appears to be turbulent, and again storm goes, ocean becomes calm again. So ocean is all the time the calm and serene. And also, in our life, the deeper part of ourself is unconditionally perfect and calm and serene. What happens when this, what you call the karma or the nature propels it and makes us move in different direction, there is our karma starts. So, our real nature is undisturbed. Brahman nature is pure and all the time, and anything happening, it is happening in the Prakriti. That is the understanding that sentient and insentient, two things are there. Our eternal nature is sentient nature, conscious nature, blissful nature, Satchidananda nature. And what is happening in the outside, it is only in the Prakriti. Prakriti means in the matter side. And this matter changes come, it's a body destroys, is it not? Body comes, body goes. But space comes and space goes. Suppose if I die now, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Space will remain space. The body will go and body will be burnt, so space goes back to space. So where is the change came? Not in the space, but in the body. So if we think like that, this whole universe and its activities in us, only in the jara, in the matter. but the conscious entity is unchanged. So that is the idea. Yada bhuta, go to 30th. Yada bhuta prithak bhavam ekastham anupashyati tata eva cha vistaram brahma sampadyate tada. So when one realizes the whole variety of beings as resting in that one, this is the Vedanta. Vedanta very simple. Simple in this philosophical understanding. It is very simple. It is only talking of one. All complexity comes in multiplicity. When you talk of many things, there comes the complex situation. But what he says, when any one of us can realize the whole variety of beings as all the varieties, say all the waves, all the ripples, they are resting on the calm ocean, if you can understand that, and is an evolution from that one alone. All the ripples have evolved from where? From the only one ocean. And it stands on the ocean, if you can understand, and then he becomes Brahman. So if you understand that all these changes are only in the nature, but you are not the nature. You are pure, you are stainless, you are birthless, you are deathless. You are that unchanging reality. So hammer on that point. And any change is happening. See, all the changes are happening in 5 areas we call. In your body, see, changes are happening where? We are becoming old every day. Huh? The body is changing, is it not? I am not looking the same when I came 21 years ago. No? I have become old. And my mind is not the same mind I came here. Mind has little bit matured or did something, or immature, whatever has happened. Change has happened in the mind. Change has happened in the body. Change has happened in your intellectual understanding. Change has happened in your ego level. But your Atman, you say the I, same, is it not? Do you change your I? You never say you are changing your I.